What's up, guys? It's Aiden from Coaster Brothers, and today I will be reviewing the all-new ArieForce One, an RMC steel coaster that just opened up at Fun Spot Atlanta in Atlanta, Georgia on March 31st of 2023, and this coaster is fabulous. I got my very first rides on it on March 31st, and let me say, this ride exceeded my expectations. So for today's video, I'll be doing a full review on this awesome brand new RMC steel coaster, so let's get into it. Our first category is going to be the drop, and let me just say, guys, ArieForce One exceeded my expectations with this. It has a 146.83 degree drop from peak height of around 150 feet, and this drop is very whippy and very intense. If you're sitting in the back row, you're going to feel a very strong pop of ejector airtime going down this drop. And in my opinion, this is probably unpopular, but I prefer this drop over Iron Gwazi's and Steel Vengeances. I just feel like it has more of a whip and more of an intense feeling to it, especially if you get a good amount of room. So I will be giving a 9. Now, we'll be discussing the pacing on ArieForce One. And this has some of the best pacing on any RMC in the world, even better than Iron Gwazi. Yes, I said it, ArieForce One has better pacing than Iron Gwazi. This ride is just relentless, slamming through every one of these elements. It is absolutely insane. You will be tossed and turned and yanked out of your seat like a rag doll. That is how intense ArieForce One is. You'll be getting airtime on every single element, even if it's not an airtime hill. And that is just crazy to think, but I love it. So, for pacing, I will be giving 10 points. ArieForce One features 4 inversions, a dive loop, also known as the Raven Trust dive, a 0G stall, the longest one in America. Then we've got a tight, snappy barrel roll over the arcade, that's then followed by a final barrel roll before the quad down ending. And I think that this is a great variety of inversions on ArieForce One. The first Raven Trust dive right after the drop offers a good pop of floater airtime if you're in the front row, and a good pop of ejector in the back, followed by the 0G stall, which gives some awesome hang time. And going in and out of that inversion, it is a very snappy transition that gives some good ejector airtime. I really love when an inversion gives airtime. Following a double up that gives some great airtime in the back row, you snap through the barrel roll over the arcade, which gives some insane upside down ejector airtime. Followed by that, you go through another barrel roll right before the quad down ending. This one is also very snappy. So overall, for inversions, I will be giving a 7.5. Roller coasters manufactured by Rocky Mountain Construction are most well known for their airtime, and ArieForce One is jam-packed with it. All ejector airtime ArieForce One offers, it's insane. Every single element on this coaster delivers insane ejector airtime. The double up, the inversions, the speed hill right after the Raven Trust dive, it all delivers insane airtime. There's pops of it, and there's also some sustained moments, like on the outer banked turn and exiting the double up element. And then, some of the most intense airtime moments on ArieForce One is the ending, the quad down. Right after you go through that final barrel roll, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strong, painful ejector airtime moments. Yeah, that airtime is so aggressive, it will give you bruises. So I'm going to be giving a 10 for the airtime category. To make a roller coaster good, it also needs to be comfortable. And that's where restraints come in. Restraints are there to keep you safe, to keep you from not coming out of the coaster. These can be designed well, and they can also be designed poorly. And on ArieForce One particularly, I'd say I'm mixed in the middle. The RMC lap bars and the restraints that Rocky Mountain Construction have manufactured have improved From the older hybrid coasters that Rocky Mountain Construction manufactured, these lap bars were a lot thinner, but a lot harsher on your legs, because these have shin guards, meaning it's not just holding in your legs, but it's also holding in your shins, so you really can't move your legs at all. But I really think that they've improved these lap bars with the ArieForce One, because I was able to get a lot more room, and I just found these to be more comfortable, at least in my opinion and in my experience on ArieForce One. There's also a seatbelt along with the lap bars. The seatbelts are for comfort. They don't really do anything to keep you safe. They're just there for comfort. So I'm pretty mixed on the restraint system of ArieForce One. It's mid. It's alright, you know. Like, no restraints are really good. I prefer no restraints on coasters to maximize the airtime. But obviously, I'm just kidding. I'd say I'd be giving a 6 for ArieForce One's lap bar. Alright, so ArieForce One's restraints are good, but how smooth is the actual ride? Because this is also part of the comfort on a roller coaster. And guys, this is a brand new RMC coaster that has iBox track. You know, this is buttery smooth. There is not a single rough patch on ArieForce One, even with all of its intensity, all of its whip, all of its airtime. It is still buttery smooth on all of the elements, so I'll be giving a 10. Our final category is the ride intensity, and as we mentioned about airtime, this is an insanely intense coaster. This has the intensity level of Iron Gwazi, but with a higher variety of elements. So this does have better elements than Iron Gwazi. Iron Gwazi may have the death roll, the wave turn, but on ArieForce One, it just feels snappier and more intense. There are also a lot of gray out moments on ArieForce One, especially the furthest part of the ride with the 2 barrel rolls and the turnaround. That gives an insane gray out if it's running fast on the day you're riding it. And I'm sure it will be running fast on the day you're riding it. So intensity, I'll be giving an 8. And while we don't usually include this in our reviews, it's so good that I just had to include it. So a bonus category is the night rides. And ArieForce One, I have confirmed, is my new favorite night ride. It's so intense at night. There's no lighting package, so you really feel the nighttime ride a lot more when you're riding it. It's just running so fast because this is the end of the day. It's been running for the whole day, and it's warmed up to its fullest potential, and it just flies at night. It looks surreal. All this footage you're seeing, it is not sped up. It is just that crazy. So a 10 for night rides. And the final score for Rocky Mountain Construction's newest roller coaster, ArieForce One, is a 10. This coaster is perfection, a masterpiece. I'm absolutely obsessed with this ride. It outdoes itself in every single category. Airtime, intensity, it has it all. It has a wide range of elements. It has insane airtime moments. It's perfection. I absolutely love this ride. After my initial 80 rides on this coaster 2 weeks ago, I can confirm that this is my #1 roller coaster that I've ever ridden. I've been on 281 roller coasters in my life, and I can confirm that this is my new #1 coaster. It is just that good. So if you haven't gotten down to Fun Spot Atlanta yet, I suggest you do it right now. Plan a trip to this amusement park in Fayetteville, Georgia, right outside of Atlanta. You just gotta ride this coaster. It is amazing. One of RMC's best creations. In my opinion, their best creation. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's roller coaster review. If you did, make sure to give it a like. Comment down below what other coasters you want me to review. I also went to Six Flags Over Georgia. So if you want to see a Goliath or Twisted Cyclone review, let me know down in the comments, and I'll be sure to create one for you guys. And, as always, stay on the thrill side of life.